Morning. Good to see everybody. Hope y'all enjoying the barbecue. It's always good to be back home in Floyd County, and I am always reminded that it was the good folks in Floyd County who heard my conservative approach, my conservative philosophy about government when I first ran for State House, and you folks are the ones that put me over the top. You agreed with me and believed with me that we could have a conservative-run state government, and you helped me get elected and keep working toward those conservative principles. So thank you very much. I appreciate your support. I was listening to the First Lady this week, Sandra Deal, as she was talking about why it was important for her to work to get Nathan Deal reelected to governor for 4 more years. And she said, it's like we've been working on a house or a building, and we've laid a foundation, and we've got some of the sticks up and some of the structure ready, but we're not done building this conservative house of government. And if we don't re-elect Nathan Deal for 4 more years, that foundation will be abandoned because the next administration has no interest in continuing our conservative effort, but rather to tear it down brick by brick and take us back to an era of Democrat big government control in Atlanta and beyond. You know, you think about the house we've been building, we've been really protecting Georgia taxpayers from an encroachment on their freedom, their liberty, and their pocketbook. We've been reducing and eliminating taxes on income for individuals, on manufacturing processes, mining, agriculture processes, and we've been sending more tax dollars back from the state to local school boards to make local decisions about education. And we've been making job creation a #1 priority for the state government in Georgia. That's why we've seen these nearly 300,000 jobs added to our economy in the last few years. But in spite of all the good report we can bring, Jason Carter has already said he thinks it's time to start raising taxes. I don't know about you, but I look around and I see that we cannot afford to raise taxes on job creators, on job holders, on families, at a time when we're still trying to dig out from under the mess that we're in because of the federal problems in Washington, D.C. It's the wrong time to raise taxes, and it's the wrong time to elect Jason Carter to be governor. If you want to see the policies of Barack Obama and Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid in operation here in Georgia, then you need to elect Jason Carter. He's the guy for that job. But if you're like me and you want to see 4 more years of conservative leadership building a conservative house of government, then you join with me in re-electing Nathan Deal to governor. Now, how can you do that? How can you help? You got to tell your friends, you got to tell your neighbors. A lot of people who aren't here today are not going to have nearly as much information about what's going on in the state government as you will. So you've got to carry that message forward to your neighbors, your family, your friends, and you've got to make sure that you vote, and you got to make sure you get them out to vote, because that's the only way we're going to win this election. You can also help by volunteering your time and by making a contribution to the campaign. All of those things are important, but you have got to be the ones who win this election. I'll tell you about another important election, and that's the election for U.S. Senator. David Perdue is a man who gets our ideas, our ideals as conservatives. He understands the value we put on personal liberty, personal responsibility, and getting the government to leave us alone as citizens. And David Perdue will take that fight to Washington, and I ask you to join me in supporting David Perdue as our next U.S. Senator. Now, where's Layla? There we go. I got another part of this speech to go, but I was told, stop right here and let Layla come up here and give her part, and then I'll come back in a minute.